questions after this is over, and I'll reiterate that closer to the end as well. So let's just go over some seminar business matters. One of the things, there's two things that I tell people that I like to do. The first one is that I like to try to go along with your handout. So if I don't get too excited, I will usually tell you, like I am right now, we are on slide number 2. And so I try to make it a habit of walking through and making sure when I get excited I'll skip a couple, but I'll always come back to a slide number so to make sure that you are on the same page as I am on. So definitely know that I will try to do that consistently along the way. Also, one of the things that I do recommend for each and every one of you guys to do is that if you have a question, jot that question down so that you don't forget about it, but also jot it down so that it's not stuck in your head, so that you're so focused on the question that you do not have the opportunity to really listen and learn about the information that comes after that question pops in your head. So it's a little trick to the trade that I actually use when I'm listening in on webinars and often listening to patients or clients as well. Just jot down your questions so that you can hear the rest of the information, and so that when we get to the close of the webinar, you're able to go ahead and ask your questions then and get the answers and still, you know, walk away with all the knowledge that you wanted to come in for. So on slide 3, I say, are you ready for some fun? And this is just a slide that I like to put in here just to give you a little understanding about my style, as well as a little rundown about what today is going to be like. So I like to give you, I'm not boring at all, I like to give you a lot of information in a Power Pack format. Hopefully you will walk away from this 1 hour understanding and completely having a good sense about NCCI edits. I want you to pay attention to the fact that this is for physicians. So I'm coming at this from a doc's point of view. Being a physician myself, I'm coming at it from a physician's point of view and trying to give you a good understanding about what NCCI edits are, but also understanding what physicians need to be responsible for and what I want docs to go ahead and leave for their billing staff to take care of. So let's go ahead and start off with our overview, and I'm going on to slide number 5. And so I have 2 overview slides, and I want to go through each of these bullets with you guys just to give you a sense about what this next hour is going to be like. Submitting clean claims is the key to ensuring excellent cash flow, but also in decreasing your risk for audit. You know, I tell everybody, people think that clean claims is just not a big deal. Like, okay, so what if I don't know the bundling edit? It is huge. So for on the side of cash flow, but also on the side of auditing and putting yourself at risk for an audit. One part of submitting clean claims is knowing when bundling edits are in place so that you are not billing for services that are clearly bundled together and cannot be billed separately. And so oftentimes I have physicians that do not even understand that bundling edits exist. And then a lot of times I've had it where docs will go to their staff and say, well, why are these things bundled, and what does bundling mean, and why can't you just unbundle them? And so sometimes I've had billers that will try to unbundle services and just bill it, and payers will look at that after a while and say, wait a minute, this is clear.